Welcome to the InterSleuths. Today on InterSleuths, we're going to be going over the shop update for potbot, a Path of Titans community server Discord bot. Potbot is a great tool that will add many much-needed features to your Path of Titans community server. It has the ability to add everything from chat relay to the missing nesting feature that is not yet a part of the vanilla game, as well as the new shop system, which we will be going over in this video. If you are looking for not only a great bot, but also an amazing development team, look no further. To see how to get started using potbot, see my previous video for potbot setup. Now let's mobilize as we sleuth deeper. This guide will be assuming you have watched our previous video, which explains how to set up potbot for the first time. It details how you can set up and change most of the features for potbot. Navigate over to their website www.potbot.xyz and in the top right corner click Login with Discord. Assuming you have already set up potbot, you may or may not then be prompted to authorize potbot. Once the bot is authorized and you are logged in, we are then ready to select the correct Discord server that you are trying to edit potbot's settings for. If you administrate multiple Discord servers, you will see them all listed here. As you can see, I have Cheeky Buggers United listed here, as well as my test server, Void's Funhouse, so make sure you select the correct one. After selecting the correct server, you will then be presented with the main GUI for potbot. Now that we are successfully logged in with our Discord account and have selected the correct Discord server, we can begin going over the settings for the new shop system. Some of the features for potbot are premium only and will require a Patreon subscription to gain access to them. In order to use the shop system, you will need a premium subscription. To learn how to activate premium on your Discord server, please see my previous video on how to set up potbot. Premium will give you access to not only the shop system, but also many other useful features that will round out your experience using the bot. It is also a great way to show support to the awesome development team behind potbot and keep them moving forward. It should be noted that you should first link your Discord to Patreon before becoming a backer. This is to make sure that once you become a backer, your Discord account will gain access and be able to redeem premium for your server. Now that you have redeemed premium on your Discord server, you can now head over to the potbot website and navigate to the shop configuration section. It is from this page that you can edit the format of how the shop for your Path of Titans server will appear on your Discord server, as well as add items to the shop system for players to be able to purchase. The preview on the right-hand side will show you how it will look with the changes you are making in real time. To add a new item for purchase on your server, simply click the green plus icon. You will then be able to give the shop item an icon on the left side, as well as name the item. Once you have given the shop item an icon and name, you can type out a description to describe what the shop item includes. After a description is given, add a price for this shop item. If you wish for the shop item to be free, simply enter 0 in this field. Otherwise, put how much custom currency it will cost players to purchase. Stock is the amount of this particular shop item that is available for players. This setting is useful if you are wanting to limit the quantity of items that are available. You can, however, restock shop items by visiting this page in the future and increasing the number that is available. If you wish to set the shop to have an unlimited number of stock for this particular shop item, you will need to put -1 in this field. This will ensure that the item's stock will never run dry. That then brings us to the actions section of the shop item. Actions are what will actually take place when the player buys the shop item, so it is important that you get this set correctly so players will get what you have described. Actions that are higher up on this list will be executed first. There are many options to choose from, so we will touch on some of them that are more obscure than the rest. Reward growth is an action that will grant a specified amount of growth to the player, but over a period of time as opposed to all at once. For instance, if you wanted the growth to be instant and not slowly given to the player over time, you would then select the Modify Attribute option. Then in the provided field, you would type Growth, followed by the amount of growth you wish to give the player for purchasing this shop item. This will instantly grow the player and not have the slow over time effect that the reward growth option would have. The reward well-rested action will grant players the well-rested buff. Keep in mind, if you pick this option, the player will be granted the buff until they reach the specified growth. For instance, if you wanted to make a shop item for new players to purchase when creating a new dinosaur that will give them a growth boost over time up to a certain growth, you could use this option and set it to the max growth you wish to be the cutoff for the shop item's growth. Then upon purchase, players will have the well-rested buff until they reach the growth stage you specified, at which point the buff would then fall off. Modify attribute and set attribute will work with any attributes for Path of Titans. Simply select one of these actions and then provide an attribute you wish to either set or modify, followed by the desired value. I will show a list of the current attributes on screen. You can pause on them if you wish to look for longer than they will appear. Lists can also be found in several locations online with a simple search to find a full list of attributes. The Give Quest action must be followed by the exact quest name that Path of Titans uses. You can find a full list of these quests with the correct names in-game by typing the /list quests command. This command will print out a full list of the current in-game quests that you can then copy over into the provided field of the web GUI for potbot. The Load Creator Mode action can be used to load different sets of creator item saves that you have set up on your server. While we will not be going over how the creator system works in Path of Titans, assuming you have an existing save, you can put the exact save name in the provided field following the Load Creator Mode action. The Check Current Dinosaur action will only execute the action for the shop if the player is currently playing on the correct dinosaur. This option should most likely be located at the top of your shop's actions to first check if the player is playing on the correct dinosaur. Similarly to the Check Current Dinosaur action, the Check Profile Category action will make sure the player is playing a dinosaur that falls within the correct category of your server's custom dinosaur profiles. These are the same categories you gave when creating your server's dinosaur profiles. For more information about setting up these categories and profiles, please refer to our previous video where we go over how to set up potbot. The delay action can be used in the beginning or middle of several other actions to space out the timing between them if you so choose. Now that we have created an item to be displayed in our server shop and given it an action to carry out, we can look at some of the fields dedicated to the formatting of the shop itself. The shop title field is what will be displayed at the top of your shop on your Discord server. You can use any of the provided arguments to augment the display of these fields. Shop color will simply change the sidebar color for your shop, whereas the description section can be used to let players know how much of your custom currency they currently have in the bank. You may, however, choose to make the description display something entirely different if you so choose. Shop image and thumbnail can add a bit of flair to your server's shop by adding images that will be displayed when the /shop command is typed on your Discord server. The shop image will be displayed at the bottom of the shop, whereas the thumbnail will be displayed in the top right corner of the shop. After making all of your changes to the shop, make sure you click the Save button in the bottom right-hand corner. Now that we have all the settings finished in this shop configuration section, we can head back to the main settings page for potbot to change the rest of the global shop settings. From the main settings page for potbot, scroll down to the shop settings section. Here you will see several options related to not only your shop, but also your custom currency. Currency symbol is what Discord icon will be used for your server's custom currency. To find the icon you wish to use for your currency, you can use the Discord command \marks:\. This command will then print out the entire code you will then use for the currency's symbol field. You don't have to use the marks icon, however, feel free to use whatever icon you see fit for your custom currency. Once Discord gives you the full ID for the icon, you can then copy-paste it into the corresponding field on the web GUI. Currency exchange rate is how many marks one of your custom currencies are worth. If you leave this at 1, then each of your custom currencies will be worth 1 mark in-game. Currency name is the name that will be displayed on the shop for the shop name placeholder that is used when formatting how the shop will appear on your Discord. Now that you have set up everything related to your server's custom items shop, all of your players can enjoy buying the items you have put up for sale. And that brings us to the end of this sleuth guide. Let us know in the comments what other guides you would like to see videos for in the future. Be sure to join our Discord, a link will be in the description to join the InterSleuths. Thanks for watching to the end. I have been your host Voidlock. I hope you found this guide to be useful as we look forward to sleuthing with you in the future.